Welcome to the very first of Lalande's present opening videos. I've decided not to put present opening in the main Chateau Diaries anymore, so that people who just want to watch Chateau life can watch those, and those of you who love watching presents being opened will have these. For those of you that don't like watching presents being opened, this is not the video for you. The normal Chateau Diaries will be out tomorrow night. And for those of you who do like watching presents, we have lots to show you. Selma has created a magnificent spread. I'm really impressed. I particularly like the fact that you couldn't find cocktail sticks.
No, I couldn't find cocktail sticks, and I saw the matches, so I thought, well.
It's so good, it's so good.
I took really a knife to make a point on them all.
Well, actually, you should light them up now.
Yeah, that's it.
You like that sort of ingenuity, don't you?
I like to think outside the box, yes.
So?
That's a great survival skill, thank you.
And then she takes it, so you have to take it like this then.
Yes, that's the whole point of the match.
That is all the point of the
thank
match.
you.
Yes.
It's like this. Oh.
Thank you very much, Selma. Aperitif hour is my favourite time of the day.
Oh yes.
Cheers, everybody.
Yes, dear.
Cheers.
Cheers, all.
Welcome, Natalia, to the family.
How's everyone's day gone?
Perfect. With this sunny day today, it's getting good.
Natalia has come to manage this chateau. She is looking after all of the reservations.
Yes.
What is this? This is very interesting. Save lives one sip at a time. The Asian elephant is facing extinction due to loss of habitat and human-elephant conflict. When you see the elephant-approved logo, you know that the tea is grown on farms that care about wildlife and the environment.
That's lovely.
That is wonderful, and it also makes me think there might be tea. It says Stephanie on this, and this says Mummy. And this one doesn't have a name on it, so let's look at that.
I can tell you that it is from Joy. Thank you, Joy.
Thank you, Joy.
I can be nameless.
You can, yeah, okay, Selma, come here and be nameless.
I can be nameless.
Here, you
No
open the
problem for me.
nameless one.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, it's Chatelain's blend. It's tea.
it's a tea blender.
Oh, but Mummy, English breakfast black tea blend, elephant approved Assam, which is my favourite tea.
I was joking, yeah? You see?
No.
My name is on
Did you
it.
see that? Mummy, the nameless
I was
parcel
joking.
had Selma in it.
Really, it is. I was just joking, but my name is on the nameless packet.
Oh, lovely. And I have Earl Grey.
No, not just Earl Grey.
Mummy's Earl Grey.
It actually says Mummy's Earl Grey on the packet.
Well,
Which is your favourite? Mummy, no, it's better than Earl Grey.
no, we've got to read it to me.
Assam, roses, lavender, cornflowers and malva flower, scented with all natural bergamot essence.
I love bergamot.
Look at the Chateau Member.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is pretty manly cedar and sandalwood fragrance. Can I smell it? Oh, yes.
Oh, it is beautiful.
Nice, eh?
It will
It
leave
is
your
beautiful.
hair, it's for hair.
It's for my hair.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's a
is.
shampoo bar.
Yes.
It will leave your hair soft and lightly scented with a fresh masculine fragrance.
Yeah, I need that.
That'll be lovely for tango. We'll be smelling the light masculine fragrance.
Definitely. Oh, thank you so much.
Look at this beautiful
Joy.
thing. This is to put in a teapot, isn't it?
It is.
And it's got peacocks on it. Oh, did you get a ribbon?
Not there, no.
I got a beautiful ribbon.
Actually. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I've never had my own tea, Chatelain's blend.
Yes,
Isn't that magical? And Mummy's Earl Grey.
absolutely.
Wow. Keep yours and we'll put these aside, and then as soon as Antoine is back we're going to have a big
That's
present
wonderful.
opening ceremony with him.
Yeah, palm dessert.
Palm Desert. Oh. Dear Stephanie, Michael Petherick, I can't believe he's just missed all this fun. And Mummy. As a small business owner, I've been crossing my fingers for the best. I'm not able to be a patron. However, I thought everyone loves to stay beautiful and I have all these products at my disposal. I hope you all enjoy your gifts. Oh, how absolutely...
Oh, wonderful. He's on a 5-year plan to try and buy
some chateau. Oh, Joseph,
Well,
I hope you buy a chateau and
absolutely.
then come
Good
and meet
luck.
us. Thank you. Sunscreen for the gardening. Yes. You here we go. 50. This is fantastic. Back to 50.
That's what I need.
Broad spectrum sunscreen.
Wow.
Oh.
I only use factor 50. Thank you very, very much.
This is from Michael Petherick. We're going to not open this and put it aside because he will be back next month, so he can open that
this
then.
is lovely.
Natalia, I could never possibly use all of this myself. Please, please, please come and help me. Look,
Oh,
we've got 2 glow body
I love
powders.
it. For our party.
Yeah, okay, one's for you.
For
You
the
want
next
to
party.
glow, don't you? You see that?
Yes. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yes.
Look,
Ooh.
We'll put it here.
it's
Oh, I
beautiful.
love it.
I
Yes.
didn't even know it existed.
Oh, that's
Yes.
wonderful.
Okay, we'll share, sweetheart.
Shine in the parties now.
Oh dear.
Wow.
The kisses.
Oh,
That's
That is
good.
lovely.
Destination gorgeous.
With these products.
But look at all the fun things there are.
So many things.
An exfoliator and a cleanser and a revitalizing mask. Oh, we can do that together.
Okay. Why not?
In front of, when is the next season of The Handmaid's Tale?
Handmaid's Tale. I was waiting for that.
Yeah,
I
as soon as
have
there's
no
another
idea,
season,
but yeah.
mask in bed with that. We watched all the other seasons together.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so which do you think are better for you, Natty?
I think you pink.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pink. Okay.
Mhm.
Actually, I do really like purpley eyeshadows. I
Yeah.
really like that.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Well,
Look at that.
It's
Mummy.
very, very lovely.
We
have
need like a fun makeup night
Yeah,
now.
but we need
no,
Michael back for
I
that.
know, why is Michael gone?
we have to plan a party.
Yes, we have to plan a party, Selma.
Look at that.
Oh, now that's glamorous.
That is
That is
nice.
glamorous.
That's very
Yes.
chic.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you so
Beautiful.
much. You've no idea how much joy you've given to us. We're going to have a super
Oh, yeah.
girly night now.
And the
It will be
best
very
of
joyful.
and the best wishes for your business and perhaps a chateau.
Oh, yeah. Oh, transformation.
Lovely.
Oh, how pretty. Bonjour, Stephanie and Isabel. Greetings from Canada. I'm an artist and I painted some bee wood blocks for my friend and I thought this might be something that would suit your chateau. Take care, Danielle.
We like bees.
Very much. Again, it's a shame Michael's not here because he loves painting bees.
Ooh.
It's lovely.
Oh,
It's lovely.
look at that. Look at that.
Some detail.
Adorable.
That must go up in the kitchen. We'll find a spot for this in the kitchen because I love this.
It's beautiful.
Do you remember that year that there was one wasp that was always in the kitchen and I named him Alfred? That can remind me of Alfred. Oh, thank you. I love this.
It's beautiful.
Oh, look. Oh, Stephanie and
Isabel.
Oh, and look. Here, and that's
Oh.
your... Look at this.
Lovely writing.
Marmite notepads. I love Marmite.
Look.
Oh, it's like confetti. Right, I'm going to close that before they go everywhere. What's all of this? This is unbelievable. It's a fairy story. The fairy story starts with an engraving of the chateau.
Our engraving.
It was a beautiful summer's evening at Chateau de Lalande, and one of the resident peahens was perched atop the vegetable garden wall, all the better for her to survey the dusky meadow below, when she glimpsed a frog and a hedgehog processing together amongst the starry flowers.
Oh,
I'm going to read that in bed tonight.
It's wonderful.
Oh, I love that. A frog and a peacock together on a beautiful cup, all silvered and golden.
It is beautiful.
Wow.
Thank you, Helen. I love this. I love this, and I am going to spend a lot of time going through this tonight. The Marmite notepads are for Antoine.
Yes.
So we must put those aside with
I
Antoine's
shall.
things.
Yes.
And these 4 envelopes are gifts
Lovely.
for me that I can open privately. Thank you, Helen. Okay, I'm going to open one of these every day in bed when I wake up in the morning. And I think these I can open now.
Oh, great tea.
Oh, Mummy, you are having a very lucky tea day.
That's wonderful.
Oh, it's superb. Amazing shoes. It's called Cinderella's Revenge.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And it's all
I love
just beautiful shoes.
Thank you.
English breakfast blend tea.
Okay.
We're saved. This chateau will get restored. Now we have the fuel. Thank you so much, Helen. Thank you.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
Dear Stephanie, I saw these and thought of you. When you set up the table outside and want the tablecloth to stay put, do you remember when we were trying to put the tablecloth in the garden? It was catastrophic. We turned our back for 5 seconds, everything was on the floor. You use these as weights. Give Mummy a hug. I'm her biggest fan.
Thank you.
And say hi to the rest as well.
Oh, that's
Hi,
going to be
Rest.
so...
Oh, this is from Zara. Thank you, Zara. I see all of your comments all of the time whenever I've got the premiere, and you're one of my patrons. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And it's going to be wonderful to have weighted tablecloth.
Well, let's see them, Mummy.
Yes.
They are amazing.
Oh,
Best table weights ever.
Nice.
wonderful.
Golden monkeys.
Wonderful.
And there's lots and lots and lots of them. Look at this. All of these golden monkeys.
Thank you. It's going to be so useful.
Natty, would you like to wear a golden monkey? Put your monkey there. See, multi-purpose. There, that's better.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hong Kong.
Yes.
I love Hong Kong. And look, this. What's this inside?
Dear Stephanie.
Dear Stephanie, I sent the enclosed note by email through the contact box in your website a month ago, but since you haven't responded, I'm presuming it got lost in cyberspace and you haven't seen it. It's probably sitting in my email. Natty's smiling because she's just taken over the task of my email, and there were over 2,500 messages. Hadn't even been read there because we were completely overwhelmed.
Yes,
Yes, this is great because now I'm seeing it.
Thank you for persisting.
Actually, he talks about something enclosed in here, which I hadn't seen. Yes, Mummy, it's a rosary. A ring. It's a ring rosary.
Lovely. Oh, lovely.
Hi, Stephanie. I'm a financial editor who lives in Hong Kong, and I'm a follower of your vlog. Your one on the chapel has touched me. I don't consider myself a religious person, but I'm a devotee of St. Joseph, and even in its current state, your chapel is one of the most beautiful I've seen in a long time. You may be aware that the feast day of St. Joseph the Worker was on May the 1st. If you will permit it, I will offer to sponsor a holy mass to be held in your chapel to celebrate the feast day of St. Joseph the Worker, even if it's a bit delayed. This will probably involve you inviting a priest from a nearby parish to come over to Lalande and celebrate mass at the chapel. I will be happy to pay for the cost of his transport and give some amount to him as a love offering.
That's wonderful.
I love this sentence. In this way, the chapel will not only be restored physically, but also spiritually as a house of God. I will be happy to do this once a year, every feast day of St. Joseph the Worker, with your permission and help. I would love to be there and attend physically when the Mass is celebrated, and maybe one day, with God's grace, I will be able to visit Lalande to attend Mass.
That is a wonderful, wonderful gesture.
Thank you. We will ask the priest. I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted.
We will translate the letter to the priest.
Thank you so much. That's going to happen. Yes, thank you. This is from Texas, Mummy.
Wow. Texas, it makes me dream.
Mama, I spotted a bit of colour. I spotted...
Yes. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful. It goes with your eyes. And it
Perfect
goes
for the kitchen.
It's
with
a
your
spode
china.
Italian pattern. A tea cosy.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I
that
absolutely love it. I just want to wear it all the time. Is there a letter?
Sorry for the movement, I'm laughing.
Oh, it's from a priest, the Reverend Kenneth Dimmick, who's one of my patrons. I recognise your name, Kenneth. Thank you so much. Dear all residents of Chateau Lalande, I presume that many of you drink tea. If so, then this tea cosy might be of greater service to you or your guests than it is to me. I bought it many years ago at the Spode factory shop while on holiday, which is where I bought all of our Spode, at the factory shop. It has moved with me round the world, but was very seldom used as I'm more and more a confirmed coffee drinker. I thought this might be a small and humble addition to your collection.
Lovely.
You have no idea how much joy you've given to us with this.
Lots of joy.
Selma, are you laughing at my hats?
No.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Dimick.
Santa Rosa, USA.
California. How exciting.
Stephanie, I've just discovered your YouTube channel and I love it. It's brightened so many of my days during quarantine. Thank you from Kerry. Every seamstress should have beautiful pins to create with. Is that a clue? Well, this would be a lot of pins though, wouldn't it? That would be a... What could it be? It is pins! Kerry! I've never seen so many absolutely beautiful pins. Look at that! They are beautiful. Thank you.
They're objets d'art, aren't
They are. Oh, they're wonderful.
And so nice for you to...
Actually, this gives me another idea because I've been wanting to create a board, you know, where you have a frame and maybe a piece of velvet in the frame and you can keep your jewellery, like all your brooches and things displayed and not in
Yes.
drawers. And this could pin the necklaces into place on it and be very pretty at the same time. I love
This is-
these. Thank
Oh,
you,
it
Carrie.
is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, we've had treasures, haven't we?
This is from Issaquah, WA. Washington? Do you reckon that's Washington
Washington.
State? We're just guessing here. We're going to become experts on
Yes.
zip codes in America.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's gorgeous. There's these iron-on
Applique.
embroidery appliques inside. I love these things. These are the things that I use to cover moth holes, which we have a lot of here. Dearest Stephanie, hello and thank you from Washington State. We're getting really good at this. We're actually getting really good at this.
We'll soon speak the language.
My son Roscoe, who's 8 years old, and I love watching you and your family and friends on the Chateau Diaries. Hi, Roscoe. We watch it before bed every night. Roscoe wants to save his dollars to be like you and travel to Egypt, Venice, and Vietnam. I hope to be able to bring him to visit Lalande one day. That would be perfect. Come and join us. Roscoe wanted to send Antoine some Lego. This is for Antoine. So I'm not going to show it now because I want Antoine to open it. Oh, we're going to put all of this aside for Antoine. Oh, lucky boy. Antoine, you better hurry back, Antoine, because there's a lot of fun stuff in here. I keep wanting to look at everything. I'm just going to shut it now until Antoine gets here. In OH, and we don't know whether that's Ohio or Oklahoma.
I'll stick for Ohio.
We're having to guess here. We don't know our American codes. Could be in here.
There is so much care put into packages.
So much
it's
kindness,
incredible.
and I love this card.
Oh,
Look
yes.
at that.
Lovely.
Pineapples. Hi everyone, I've been enjoying the Chateau vlogs in quarantine here in Ohio, USA. Probably wondering why I've sent masks. It is masks. She's been making masks during quarantine, so she thought she'd send us some. They're washable. They have a wire at the nose to help fit the face. There's a microfiber liner and a pocket to add another filter. Thank you.
Oh, look. Isabelle and Percy.
Oh,
No.
mine are superb.
Oh.
Look, yellow. I feel quite chic in this mask, actually. These are for Marie-Antoine and Nick. But I have two, so there's one for you, Natalia.
Thank you.
Come here and try the mask on. This one's beautiful.
It's very
look at that.
fashion.
Look at the little
glitter.
bits of bling.
And I love lemons.
Some bling on mine as well.
So let's try like this, like this.
Oh, yes. Oh,
We are
very,
safe now.
very
Lovely.
chic. And you've
Okay.
got to push those bits down, Mummy, onto the nose. It's got... Oh, there, you see?
this is lovely.
was that, Mummy?
I'm Donald Duck. It's lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you. Smiling face.
Yeah, we're smiling.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I like the way you're wearing it, Selma. Let me show you Selma. That is pretty stylish,
And if
Selma.
I am out, I'm rocking it like this.
Okay, you rock it like that,
Yeah.
and then when you go out and about near people,
Yes.
boom, it goes down straight
Exactly.
away. Brilliant. I've just been editing through the video of us opening gifts, and unbelievably, I'm 20 odd minutes in and not even halfway through. So I'm going to stop this one halfway and do it in 2 parts. And I'd like to end part 1 by making a cup of Chatelain's blend tea and reading you the lovely fairy story that arrived. It's quite short, look, only 3 pages, and it's absolutely charming. Look how perfectly the peacock strainer fits, as though it was made for it. Now I'll pop some tea in here. There, I'm going to leave that to steep for a little while. Are you ready for some tea and a fairy tale, Mummy?
I am, thank you.
Oh look, our lovely tea cosy.
Thank
And the beautiful mugs from Australia.
Wonderful. And what tea are you serving this afternoon?
Chatelain's blend today. Yes, it's our afternoon tea, the Chatelain's blend. Look at that colour. Isn't it
It's
beautiful?
beautiful.
It's golden. Wonderful.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I thought it was time for a biscuit.
Oh,
I've got a couple of English types of biscuit here, Mummy. Waitrose plain chocolate digestives or milk chocolate hobnob.
oh no, not milk chocolate, the other one.
Plain chocolate digestive.
That's the one.
There you
Very
go.
nice.
I'll bring your tea over for you. That tea is the perfect accompaniment to a fairy story for the Chateau de Lalande. It was a beautiful summer's evening at Chateau de Lalande, and one of the resident peahens was perched atop the vegetable garden wall, all the better for her to survey the dusky meadow below, when she glimpsed a frog and a hedgehog processing together amongst the starry flowers. She started and then flew off down for a closer look. You see, the peahen was most curious because as the frog bounced along, he struggled to keep a golden crown on his head. Meanwhile, as his hedgehog companion trotted alongside, she jauntily wafted 3 ostrich feathers decorating a silken cap tied under her chin with a bow. The peahen landed right in front of them, they crashed into her and fell over. As all 3 shook themselves getting up, the peahen first eyed the crown and then the cap, as the frog and the hedgehog replaced their headgear with as much dignity as possible. The peahen took a moment to readjust her lace shawl with her beak before addressing the hedgehog. "Have you stolen that cap from the chateau's laundry room? I know you often sleep in the basket there." "No," croaked the frog, affronted. "I'll have you know this is my fiancée, and the cap belongs to her." Then he looked crestfallen at the ground. "We appear as we do, because we are enchanted." "Oh dear," whispered the peahen. "However did that happen?" The hedgehog sighed. "Catastrophe struck on what should have been the happiest day of our lives. We were sitting by the lake that used to lay in front of this chateau. We had just agreed to marry, and then all of a sudden the lake began to drain away. We could scarcely believe it, and as we ran shouting to demand why this awful thing was being done, we were transformed into a frog and a hedgehog." "Do you believe you can ever change back?" asked the peahen. "Maybe, if the lake is restored, I suppose," muttered the frog. On hearing this, the peahen shuffled her feathers, threw back her neck, and gave a delighted call. Once the echo of her excitement faded, she told them this: "You will be glad to know our chatelaine Stephanie is applying to restore the Lake of Lalande very soon." The frog jumped for joy and the hedgehog clapped her little hands. It would seem all will be well in the end. Isn't that charming?
It is absolutely
I love
adorable.
Thank you very much, Helen. I love
It's
this.
wonderful.
And thank you to all of you who've given us such kind, thoughtful, generous gifts. I will put part 2 of our present opening up next week. So remember, if you've sent us something, we may already have opened it, but we just haven't shown it yet. Huge love to all of you from Lalande, and have a wonderful, wonderful time until we see you in the Chateau Diaries tomorrow night. A huge thank you to all of our patrons at Lalande who are making this vlog possible, especially our Marquise and Marquise of Lalande, Alice Allen, Anna Daniela Dan Banda, Denise Behrens, Danelle Benakovich, Jason and Valerie Best, Veronica Castillo, Sakura Dennis, Laura Demare, Dottie, Jackie Ellison, Nicholas W. Fairfax, Caroline Furster, Brenda Gibbons, Abigail Grant, Cherie and Steve Green Malloy, Brenda Harris, Delane Hallbrook, Laurel Kidd, Jacqueline Holmes, Helen Jacobs, Yadelin, Jimmy Kemp, David and Summer Lalande, Shannon Maitland, Meredith, Vincent Natel, Nina Messick, Robert Miller, Kathy Norrie, JC Award, Maureen Palmer, Tonya Renee, RJB, Bettina Rojek, Barbara Schmelzer, Sven Schreiber, Lisa Schultz, Jennifer Shanks, Patty Suhu, Susan Stevens, Sarah Thornton, Colleen Troyer, Tomislav Vlinich, Brandy Walton, Laura Watkins, Erin Windish, Greg Wood, Brian Woodward, David Young and Ludovico Zordonazzo. And thank you to all of you.